All right, well, welcome. My name's Andrea, and welcome to a 30-minute yoga class focusing on neck and shoulders. Thank you if you're new to comeback yoga, feel free to subscribe, share with your friends, with your loved ones. And as always, we appreciate your support and donations, and you can make a donation through the link below in the description. Uh, so for today's class, we'll start off seated. We'll do a gentle warm up, and then we'll do kind of a forward fold, kind of relax the head and the neck, and then we'll end kind of laying on the mat. We'll do a shoulder stretch. I'll give you two variations for that. One we've done before, and one I want to try out. And as always, we'll kind of wind it down at the end and finish with a short guided meditation. Now, the recordings are always available. Feel free to check out our other classes. I also teach a full length class on Thursdays. You can uh, look for the link for that. And we have lots of wonderful teachers. Tanya teaches on level twos on Saturdays. Vlad teaches on Sundays. So check them out. And let's get started. So let's hop on to the back of the mat here. Make yourself comfortable. Find a comfortable seat. And just sitting cross legged. Relax your arms, your shoulders. So, to go over directions for today, I'm going to refer to this side as the plant side. We have this side as the door side. And we have forward to the front of the room, or back towards the back wall, or up towards the ceiling, or down towards the ground. So for right now, we're going to extend the arms up and down. But as we do that, I'm going to turn to the side so you can see. I want to, sometimes when we move the arms, we can kind of arch the back and stick out the chest. Or sometimes we can even push our back to raise our arms. So for this one, I want you to try keeping your torso relaxed. So we're not going to be moving the torso around as we move the arms up and down. And same thing with the neck and the head. We're not going to be arching the neck up to look up. We're just going to keep the gaze forward and relaxed. So let's try it. So relax your arms by your side. You can have your hands pointed up. As you inhale, extend the arms up towards the ceiling, and exhale, lower back down. Again, keep that torso relaxed. Inhale, reach the arms up, relax the shoulders, and exhale and back down. One more time. Inhale, again, relax even the hips as well, and exhale, back down. Shake out the arms, and we're going to lean side to side. So let's start by the plant side. And place a hand on the floor that's closest to the plant, the other one out. Inhale the arm up, exhale over, soften the shoulders. And then inhale, come back center, and exhale, lean towards the door. Relax the shoulders, the back of the neck, and the head. Now let's go back and forth with the breath. So be a little bit faster. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, lean towards the plant. Inhale, center. Exhale, lean towards the door. Inhale, center. Exhale, lean towards the plant. Last one. Inhale, center. And exhale, lean towards the door. And come back to center and shake out the arms. And now for the legs, yeah, you may want to switch the legs. We're going to lean to one side and the other. So let's lean over to the plant side. And so the hand closest to the plant goes on the ground and the other one on your thigh. And then with the torso, you can either have the chest facing forward or turn the torso towards the floor. Again, if you can always switch the legs around and try that. And as you press here with that hand, you can relax the head and the neck. So we can even get a little bit of a stretch here in the back of the head and the neck. You can turn the head around, maybe look over one shoulder, maybe the other one. You can even allow the head to hang heavy or turning the head towards the side. We'll stay here a little bit more. And then as you're ready, come back to center, shake out the arms. And we're going to do the same thing on the door side. So the door side hand goes on the floor, the other one on the thigh. You can to press that hand onto your thigh. Again, you can have your chest face forward or turn it to face towards the floor. And as you settle here into the stretch, relax the back of the head and the neck. You can even begin to turn the head to look over one shoulder and the other. And even allowing the head to hang heavy. Again, you can always switch the legs around if it doesn't quite feel right in the lower body. And begin to soften your face, so softening the jaw, the cheeks, all the way to your chin. And I'll come back to center. I'll shake out the arms. We'll do one more seated one. We're going to extend the arms out and begin to kind of turn the palms and the fingers. Relax the shoulders. And then inhale, extend the arms out. And exhale, bring the arms forward. And at the same time, press the back. Soften the shoulders. Soften the back of the head and the neck. Getting a nice upper back stretch. We'll do this 2 more times. Inhale, open up the arms. Exhale, bring the arms forward. Press the back. Soften the head and the neck. One more. Inhale, open up the arms. Exhale, bring the arms forward. Press the back. Soften the back of the head and the neck. Keeping your breath nice and easy. And then relax your hands and shake out the arms. We're going to come to all fours next. You can turn to face the floor and place your hands and knees on the mat. You'll shake out the legs and kind of stretch out and warm up the legs. And flex through the hands and flex through the fingers. I'm going to kind of settle into all fours. We'll do a little bit more back movements, kind of similar with what we just did. Let's begin to look towards the plant. Inhale. As you exhale, press your back up towards the ceiling. So push with your hands to press your back up. And at the same time, relax the back of the neck and the head. So allow the head to hang heavy and keep pressing through the hands, pressing the back up. We'll do this again. So come back to neutral. Inhale, look at the plant. Exhale, press through the hands, press the back up. And relax the head and the neck, but keep pressing through those hands. Keep pressing your back up. Softening the head, the face. And then come back to neutral and shake it out. We'll come to downward facing dog next. You can begin to tuck the toes on the mat. Inhale, look forward towards the plant. Exhale, extend the hips up and back towards the door. And you can pause here, kind of stretching out the legs. You can bend one knee and the other. Maybe uh, warming up through the feet. Keep the neck soft. And then walk your hands towards your feet for a forward fold position. You can always make your stand a little bit wider here if you need to. Keep your knees soft. And then you can relax your hands on the mat. You can also grab your elbows and allow the upper body to hang heavy. And you can check in with the neck and the head here. Sometimes we can curve the neck and look towards the floor. You can try even kind of tucking the head a little bit, still keeping that space between the chin and the chest. And see if that changes the stretch for you. You can even sway the upper body from one side to the other. Again, keep checking in with the position of your head. You can tilt the chin a little bit more up if you'd like. And then relax the arms on the floor. We're going to extend the spine forward towards the plant and back down. So bring your hands to your thighs. You can keep a bend in the knees. Now place your attention on your feet and your hands. So begin to press your feet onto the floor and press your hands onto your thighs. So press hands and feet. Inhale, extend the spine forward towards the plant. And exhale, lower. Relax the hands and the legs and the feet. We'll do that 2 more times. So begin to press the feet onto the floor. Press your hands onto your thighs. Keep pressing. Inhale, extend the spine forward. And keep that length on the back of the neck. And exhale, lower. So for this last time, yes, I want you to keep track of the back of the neck. So we're not arching the neck, keeping that length while maintaining the distance between the chin and the chest. So one more time, press the feet onto the floor, press your hands onto your thighs, inhale, so keep pressing, extend the spine forward, again, keeping that distance, that length in the neck, and exhale, lower. Relax the arms, you can relax the upper body, even switch your switch your weight from leg to leg if you like. We're going to do a twist here in this folded position. So we'll bring your hands to your thighs. Inhale, we're going to extend the spine forward. And then exhale, rotate the torso towards the front. So with your arms, you can grab onto the outside of the leg to help you rotate the torso. Maybe even feeling a stretch on the upper back. Again, soften through the back of the neck and the head. And if you want to twist more, you can use your hands to help you, turning that torso, even that chest to face more towards the front. And now soften, come back to center, relax the legs and the arms. You're going to twist towards the back wall. Bring your hands onto your thighs. Inhale, extend the spine forward. And then exhale, rotate the chest, the torso towards the back wall. Again, you can use your hands here on the outside of the leg to kind of pull the torso. Keep the neck and the head relaxed. Keep breathing nice and easy. Stay here a couple more breaths. And then come back to center. Relax the hands on the ground. And then we're going to bend the knees and sit on the mat. And you can sit up for a moment and take your time. We don't want to get dizzy. So for this next one, we have 2 options. We're going to stretch out the the shoulders. We've we've done it before where we've done a thread the needle where we thread the arm under and then extend the other one forward and kind of stretch over here. So that's always option 1. You can come back to that one. but I want to try the second one. So we're going to lay on our bellies and kind of do that same position with the arms, where this one is going to uh, cross the front of the body and then extend the other one above the head, and it'll be towards this one towards the plant, this one towards the back wall. So let's try it. Come to rest on your belly. You can kind of come to your forearms first, and we shake out the lower back. And then with the right arm here, kind of thread it underneath so it's pointed towards the back wall. Then begin to extend the other one towards the plant. And then with the forehead, you can gently place it on the mat. You can always keep it a little bit lifted if it's too much pressure. And like I said, you can always do this kind of the thread the needle variation instead. If I wanted to try something new. So again, see if you can keep the rest of your body relaxed. Relax your forehead, your arms. Kind of allowing gravity to stretch the shoulders. So let's come up to our forearms. Let me give the lower back a little break. And we'll come back and do that side again. So it might be a little different the second time around. So we'll switch sides first. So now the left hand is gonna thread under towards the front of the room and extend the other one towards the plant. Again, relax the back of the neck and the head. And begin to lower the forehead towards the mat. You can always lift it back up if it's a little too much. See if you can relax the rest of your body. Softening the arms, the legs. Softening the belly onto the mat. Keep your breath nice and easy. Now let's come up to our forearms. And we'll do that again. So now that you know what we're doing, you can see how far you want to go. And again, you can always come to kind of a child pose and thread your arm under for a different variation. So whenever you're ready, we take a right arm, thread it under the left, and extend that left one towards the plant. And again, take your time. And as you're ready, begin to lower the forehead onto the mat. Again, if you need to come up and readjust, feel free to make yourself comfortable. As you're ready, begin to allow your body to settle onto the mat. Now allowing gravity to help stretch the shoulders and the body. Softening the belly onto the floor. Softening through the feet, the hands, the fingers. We'll stay here a couple more breaths. So keep your breathing nice and easy. Easy inhale. Easy exhale. And as you're ready, come back to your forearms. Hey, shake out the lower back. Give yourself a little break. We'll do the other side. So and as you're ready, you can begin to extend the arms. Thread the left arm under. You can have the palm up. You can even try it down. I usually have it up. I'm going to extend the other one towards the plant. Settle yourself. You can begin to lower the forehead onto the mat. Readjust as you need to. And then as you're ready, allow your body to begin to soften onto the mat. Soften through the arms, the hands, softening through the torso, the belly, the hips, the legs, all the way to your feet. Keeping your breathing nice and easy. Easy inhale, easy exhale. We'll stay here a little bit longer. So keep allowing your body to get heavier on the ground, softening those arms and legs, softening the face. And as you're ready, come back to our forearms. Give your legs a little shake. So while we're on our bellies next, we're gonna work on the upper back, the neck. Actually, why don't we stay on the Sphinx pose for a bit longer? So come up to your forearms. And you can kind of bring the torso up a little bit. You can shake out the hips. And then bring the elbows wide, making a diamond shape with the elbows. And you can rest your head on your hands. You can turn to face the front or the back of the room. And take a moment to allow the legs to be heavy on the ground. So from here, we're going to place the forehead onto the mat. We're going to release the arms so that the fingers are pointed towards the feet. So again, we leave some space between the chin and the chest. We're not completely tucking in the chin, but it is somewhat tucked, keeping that length in the back of the neck. And then begin to reach with your fingers towards your feet and lifting the upper back, the head, and the neck. Okay, we're going to stay here a little bit. So we're not arching the neck to look forward towards the plant. Keep your gaze towards the floor. Inhale and exhale, lower. Shake it out. Do this twice more. So begin to try to reach your fingertips towards your feet. Lift that upper back, the head and the neck. Keep your gaze towards the ground. You got it. Inhale and exhale, lower. You can even bring the elbows forward. Give your body a little break. We have one more to go. So get set up. Reach the hands towards your feet. And then as you're ready, you get to reach your fingers towards your feet. Lift that upper back, head and neck. Keep your gaze towards the floor for 3, 2, 1, and lower. Bring your arms forward, bend the elbows. Take a little break. Look towards the front or the back of the room. And shake out the hips. And we're going to come to lay on our back. So we're going to flip over. You can extend one arm and turn so that your back is on the floor. Take your time, settle your hips. And as you're ready, you can bring your knees in towards your chest. Rock side to side. Yeah, extend the legs up towards the ceiling. You can even to turn the ankles or the feet. Kind of warming up those joints in the feet and ankles. Flex and point. And bring the knees back in. So now we're going to do a twist here as we're laying down. And you can also use this twist to kind of stretch the front of the shoulders and the chest, or even through the side of the neck as well. So let's twist towards the front of the room first. So you can place both feet on the mat with the knees bent and begin to allow the knees to kind of turn forward. And at the same time, the back hip, you can lift it and place it further towards the back wall. So kind of making space for your body here. So begin to settle yourself. If the shoulder comes off the mat, that's okay. And now here with the arms, if you can open them up and kind of stretch, especially through that front of the chest and shoulder. So take a variation that you like. And even with the head, you can leave it pointed towards the ceiling, or you can turn the head to look towards the front. So either way is fine. Wherever you are, you need to allow your body to get heavier on the ground. So softening through the legs, soften through the hands and the feet, even softening through the belly as you inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Allow the back of the shoulders to soften, softening through the hands, the arms, the legs, the feet, softening the back of the head, the face, the cheeks, the jaw, all the way to your chin. And to switch sides, you can come back to center. So you can bend your knees up towards the ceiling, kind of shift your hips. And take a moment to kind of settle. And then whenever you're ready, begin to allow the knees to fall towards the back wall. Now with that hip closest to the front, you can even lift it and place it closer to the front of the edge of the mat and bend the knees a little bit more towards the back wall. Again, get yourself comfortable. Pick your arm position that you like. And again, you can have your gaze towards the ceiling, or you can turn your head towards the back wall. I'll pick the option that you like, that feels good to you today. As you're ready, begin to allow your body to settle on the mat, getting heavier and heavier with each breath. Gentle inhale and gentle exhale. Gentle inhale, gentle exhale. Softening through the hands, the arms, softening through the back, the chest, the belly, even softening through the legs to the feet, the back of the neck and the head, the forehead, the temples, the cheeks, all the way to your chin. Keeping your breath nice and easy. Easy inhale, easy exhale. And whenever you're ready, come back to center. We'll do a little quick guided meditation. So just pick a position where you can just rest for the next few minutes. You can extend the legs to the floor or keep them bent. Find a comfortable position for your arms. And begin to settle your body on the mat, allowing your body to get heavier with each breath. Gentle inhale, gentle exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Remember, even though you have a body, you're more than just your body. Even though you experience many emotions, you're more than just your emotions. Even though you have many thoughts, you're more than just your thoughts. You're all of those things and more. So notice that part of you that is unchanging and present through the ups and downs in life. There's always that part of you that is unchanging and simply present. And as always, remember that you are enough. You are enough. You are enough. Allow these words to settle deep inside of you. I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. If you like, repeat them to yourself 3 times. As you're ready, begin to welcome yourself in the space you're in. Welcoming sounds, colors, the feel of the air on your skin. Then begin to invite some gentle movement to your body. Maybe wiggling fingers or toes, or even just the idea of moving. And then if you like, you can reach your arms over your head and stretch out long. You have all the time in the world, so take your time. If you like, you can bend your knees, kind of roll to one side. So still resting your body on the floor. Pausing like this for a few breaths. Keeping your body heavy and soft on the floor. Enjoying some nice and easy breaths. Easy inhale. Easy exhale. And then if you like, you can use your hands to come up to sitting. I'm gonna scoot forward so I can see everyone a little better. So as you sit, you can look around the space you're in. Orient yourself. And remember, as you go about your day, even though we have these negative things, stuff we don't like in our lives, there's always these positives. They're always there. Sometimes all we need to do is focus on them for a bit longer so we can take them in and enjoy them. It can be simple things. Just pause, watch your cat, or just a happy memory that makes you smile. So thank you, Jen. Thank you, Alan. Thank you, Ehab, for being here. It's always a pleasure to see you in class. Keep up the good work. Keep coming. And I hope you have a wonderful day.